My little brother Kyle has this tiny storage door in the corner of his room. You know, the ones that are barely big enough to crawl through. It's been there forever, and honestly, we always thought it was just some random storage space. You couldn't even fit a full person in there, so it was never something I really worried about. I mean, why would you? Anyway, about a week ago, Kyle started saying that the door was opening by itself at night. I thought he was just being a kid, scared of the dark or whatever, but he started insisting it wasn't just the door. He said he was hearing things like scratching, breathing, and whispering. At first, I just brushed it off, but then he refused to sleep in his room. He slept on the couch every night. And I started getting a little freaked out because Kyle's not usually like that. He's tough for a little kid. A couple of nights ago, I decided to check it out myself. So, I sat in his room after he fell asleep on the couch. I had the lights off and just waited, listening. I don't know what I expected, but after a couple of hours, I started dozing off. Then I heard it. A click. The tiny door opened. I thought maybe it was just loose or something, but then I saw it. A hand. A fucking hand reached out and grabbed the edge of the door. I froze. I didn't know what to do. Part of me thought I was imagining it, but then the door slowly creaked open and a man crawled out. He was thin, like way too thin to be alive, but somehow he was moving. His limbs were long and bony, and his skin, it was grayish and tight, like it had been stretched out over his skeleton. He crawled out and stood up, hunched over, looking around the room. His eyes were sunken, but I swear to God, he smiled. I couldn't move. I just sat there watching him. He didn't see me. He was too focused on something else. He looked down the hallway where Kyle was sleeping. I don't know how, but I snapped out of it. I bolted down the hallway, grabbed Kyle, and slammed the door to his room shut behind me. I heard the thing bang on the other side for a minute before everything went silent. We have not gone back into Kyle's room since. I told my parents, but they think I'm joking or pulling some kind of prank. I don't know what to do. I don't know who that man is, what he wants, or how long he's been hiding there, but I keep hearing him. Late at night, when everything's quiet, I hear the sound of that tiny door opening.